Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my African Village TV, your guide to the hidden treasures of Africa. Today, we are going to talk about Burkina Faso's top secret newest project, one that aims to take control of its gold mining industry and keep its precious resources and profits within its borders. However, it won't be a simple endeavor. We will take you on an exclusive tour behind the scenes of the refinery, speak about the key players spearheading the project, and uncover the high stakes involved for Burkina Faso's future.
A bold vision for Burkina Faso's future. For many years, the people of Burkina Faso have worked hard in difficult conditions in gold mines. They have been exploited and treated unfairly, benefiting the former colonial powers in Europe while suffering the consequences for their own lives.
Guys, if you follow closely the story of this beautiful country, we have heard in the media, we have read in the news many years ago the story of a 13-year-old boy, I think was totally lost. He wasn't found. And we saw in the video of the mining site and the companies that were mining at the particular time, other young kids who lived their lives every single day through the harsh conditions of mining these golds manually. And that hits home when you see what this young leader is doing today.
Burkina Faso is gaining widespread support by proposing a strong plan to completely change the mining industry. Burkina Faso's recently established junta administration, Ibrahim Traoré, has initiated a groundbreaking endeavor, the establishment of the nation's inaugural gold refinery. According to AFP, this significant development was confirmed by government officials, marking a pivotal milestone in harnessing Burkina's primary mineral asset. Anticipated to be fully operational soon, this refinery boasts an impressive production capacity, estimated to yield approximately 400 kilograms, equivalent to 880 pounds, of refined gold each day.
You guys can see what is going on here, and why I personally take it upon myself to research and find this impressive news about the journey of Burkina, especially in the Western African nation, is to encourage our leaders of other countries in the Western African region and Africa at large. If only we can take the initiative to utilize, our natural resources to produce, to refine, to be in charge of whatever that God has blessed us with in this continent, there won't be need for this protest all over the place amongst our young people, drug doing, the gangstering, the weapons, the xenophobic displays, the prejudice, the hatred among our younger folks.
The refinery's projected output capacity holds promising prospects for bolstering the country's economic growth and fostering greater stability in the mining industry, ultimately contributing to the nation's socio-economic advancement. Ismail Nakulma, the CEO of Mana Gold, a co-managing company overseeing the refinery project, officially announced this exciting development. Nakulma enthusiastically shared details, stating that the refinery aims to market its initial milestone within a relatively short time frame. Additionally, an estimated 5,000 indirect jobs are anticipated to emerge not only in the gold mining industry but across various associated sectors, stimulating economic growth and fostering a ripple effect of employment opportunities within Burkina Faso's workforce.
During the launch ceremony in the capital city of Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso's military leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, emphasized a pivotal shift in the country's gold refining practices. He adamantly declared a decisive departure from the traditional practice of exporting raw gold for refining abroad. This is exactly what our sister country, Nigeria, are currently doing. They will export their crude oil and they will then import a finished product of a refined fuel. Who does that with a natural resource? So this is a welcomed development because this young leader is setting the pace, not only for Burkina Faso, but for other African leaders.
Captain Traoré asserted that Burkina Faso is embracing a transformative approach by refining gold within its borders. He highlighted the significance of this decision by stressing the importance of understanding the genuine composition and quality of the raw gold extracted from Burkina Faso's mines.
Dans des conditions les plus pénibles.
When we take the example of gold panning, a subject that speaks volumes about the employability of young people in rural areas, many of our young people today can be found at artisanal production sites, working under the most arduous conditions. Perhaps this is what was happening in Europe or America in the 1800s, when men entered the tunnels and dug out the ore themselves. Our young people continue to live this at the risk of their lives. Today we are trying to modernize a little. As a result, we've created a company that will allow us to exploit and market our precious substances, particularly gold. The gold that young people mine is bought by others at cheap prices, which helps fuel terrorism and leaves the country without any control over it. We decided to create this company to try to regain control of our mining sites and enable young people working there to produce in a more mechanized and respectable way.
Gold is really important for Burkina Faso's economy, being its top resource sold abroad. But before, they didn't have much say in what happened with their gold. Now the leader says they are making a whole system to change that. They want to have control over the whole process of getting gold, refine it, and selling it. This way, Burkina Faso can make better decisions about its gold and maybe help the country grow even more.
Burkina Faso makes a lot of money from mining. About 14.3% of the country's income is derived from mining, according to the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative. But there's been a worrying drop in gold production lately. In just a year, the amount of gold Burkina Faso produced went down from 66.8 tons in 2021 to 57.6 tons in 2022, a big 13.7% decrease. This decline in gold output is a big deal because it means less money coming in for the country. There could be a few reasons for this, like changes in how much gold is wanted globally, problems at the mining companies, or issues within Burkina Faso itself. Traoré highlighted a grave concern regarding the illicit movement of gold out of Burkina Faso, emphasizing that this unlawful activity significantly contributes to funding terrorism within the region. He drew attention to the disturbing reality that a considerable amount of gold exits Burkina Faso through fraudulent means, ultimately aiding and abetting terrorist activities.
And guys, talking about this current development in Burkina Faso and this young leader, Traoré Ibrahim, guys, you know, sometimes when we upload videos, we see people come on to say things like, oh, the way he took power, yada yada. You know, guys, sometimes we have to do things extraordinarily different if we badly need a change. And there is no other way for him. There wasn't any other way, I think, for the people of Burkina. And I make this video personally to encourage our brothers and our sisters to look beyond the coup, to look beyond the way he took power and see to the reality of the results of this man's leadership. He is setting the pace. And guys, just give this country a few years from now, it will be totally transformed. Please, let's learn to support each other in Africa, especially in the Western region. Let's learn to support our sister countries. Let's learn to support our fellow brothers and sisters going through a lot of hardship as a result of bad leadership. So I encourage us to learn to support each other, because this journey is not going to be easy, but with us being supportive, With other leaders like the King of Morocco, he has given access to these Sahel countries, Burkina, Mali, Niger, and I think Chad. He has given them access to the Atlantic Ocean trade. This is what we're talking about. Regardless of what critics we are attracting, knowing that these people are working hard for the betterment of the people of their country. And so as Burkina Faso stands at a critical crossroads in its history, the patriotic people are rallying behind Ibrahim Traore's call for radical change. His transformative vision for national renewal has ignited hopes for a more than just an equitable future, where the nation's youth can finally achieve their aspirations unencumbered by the remnants of colonial rule. Traore's courageous leadership as a true African have captured imaginations not just in his country but across the entire continent and the world at large. His bold plans for Burkina Faso serve as a model for African nations seeking to assert their sovereignty and take back control of their destinies. The road ahead will not be easy, as entrenched powers aim to maintain their stronghold in Africa. However, if the people stay united behind our leaders like Traore, no external force may be able to stand in their way. The youth represent the lifeblood of this liberation movement, and their organizing potential can achieve what previous generations have struggled for: an Africa that is no longer exploited by outside interest, but instead strong, prosperous, and determining its own course. What happens in Burkina Faso in the coming years will reverberate far beyond its borders. The whole world is watching in eager anticipation as the country illuminates the path towards reclaiming not just gold mines back from colonial occupiers, but more importantly, African dignity, identity, and independence. Here you have it, guys. I'm gonna be wrapping it up here. Let us know what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. I am signing out. My name is Splendor. God bless you.